What is the balance of activating a force for change, but also trying to permeate that patriarchy, that power structure? And is that a part of the calculation of your art?
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
It's sad but true, ladies and gentlemen. The Rey Palpatine movie is happening. It is. And it's coming to us with a force of sheer magnitude and absolute velocity than you could hold in your own underwear. And on that one, folks, without further ado, let's kick off with the opening titles, or as I like to call them, tittles.
Well, space fans, exciting news, huh? And there's even more in part 2.
I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming hard.
I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling.
In the ass end of space, even aliens watch Jason King with Kung Fu Hot Dog. Duke Nukem likes this guy.
The upcoming Rey Solo film director Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy says, "It's about time we had an insufferable female to come forward and shape the Star Wars universe." Of course, my dear, because who else will come out with such a ridiculous declaration? So I talked about this last year, actually, in the video I made when Daisy Ridley was on stage and she was saying, "Oh, thank you, fans. You want me back." No, Daisy Ridley, you just need the big fat paycheck. And unfortunately, the Disney trilogy that might be happening with Rey Skywalker might actually be this series of films because, as you know, Rian Johnson or Rian Johnson or Ryan Roundhead, he was meant to be doing a trilogy of the Star Wars films, and they haven't transpired. But I think what's actually happening, they're going to make a trilogy of Rey Palpatine movies, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Now, bearing in mind, Miss Chinoy, she is a documentary film director. She's won 2 Academy Awards, highlighting the plight of certain women around the world. And that's very good. Unfortunately, Miss Chinoy is something of a Jane Fonda. No, not good looking, not even in the least good looking like 1960s Barbarella Fonda. No, like Fonda, much later on in her career, who became an activist. I think Miss Chinoy is going in the same direction. Don't believe me? Well, have a look at this. So this is a guy called A Guy Who Loves Star Wars, and he made a very good video here, which lasts about 59 seconds, which is more than my sex life. And the director of the Rey movie, let's hear what he has to say.
The director of the Rey movie just said,
"Now what this poster is missing is a big pair of boobs. Rey Palpatine with her boobs hanging out, almost, but you still want to make it a PG-13. That would have got my money straight away."
this.
You know, I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special.
Hey, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I didn't pick up on this until I saw this video. By standing in the middle between Kathleen Kennedy and Jon Favreau is our London mayor, Mr. Sadiq Khan. You know, the man who called ULEZ opposers right-wingers last year, and people forgot about that. And of course, the same man who begged and pleaded with the government to give him more money to fund London transport, and then consequently raising the ticket prices even further. But of course, who is standing next to Jon Favreau? And of course, he looks really happy, doesn't he? Miss Chinoy herself, looking 8 months pregnant. What the hell does Sadiq Khan know about Star Wars? Probably as much as Rishi Sunak does.
24 now, and I think it's about...
Wow. I mean, Daisy Ridley with the short hair. I'm not sure where she was going with that look. Was she trying to be Demi Moore from Ghost? And Miss Chinoy looks like a female version of Samuel L. Jackson from Jackie Brown.
Time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
Why is James Mangold in there? What's he doing there? Is that James Mangold? Yeah, that's him. And then you got the other woman, Mr. Dave Filoni. Hi, I'm Dave, but you can call me... Well, you can call me anything you want to, especially after 8 p.m.
Shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy will be the director of the next Star Wars movie, which will follow Rey 15 years after the rise of Skywalker. Clearly, she's not up to date on her Star Wars, as Deborah Chow directed every episode of Kenobi. Bryce Dallas Howard has directed countless episodes of The Mandalorian. Even George Lucas's wife was integral in the creation of the original trilogy. And if that's not enough, Kathleen Kennedy has been president of Lucasfilm for the last 12 years. So it's clear that this lady has no idea what she's talking about when it comes to the Star Wars galaxy. So with all that being said, are you concerned?
There's Dave. Oh no! So you got Dave Filoni in that fake cowboy hat, and then you got Leslie Headland on the far left. Oh my god! This is hilarious. Holy shit. If you want to see the memoriam of Star Wars, this will be it. It'll be their grinning faces over George Lucas's body when he passes away. And it's like, hey George, we killed your franchise. Amen.
Concerned about the future of this Rey movie?
Yeah, I think we're very concerned. We should be absolutely concerned because it's going to be an absolute dog shit show of an absolute film. So on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy this video today, good grief. I tell you, the backlash against this Star Wars Rey Palpatine movie is absolutely hilarious. I think it was a piece on Inverse. They mentioned this, like, again, why do you have a female director coming out, speaking out against the efforts of her other predecessors? I'm sure they're going to be very pleased as punch to see that, and talking about what she's going to do when she has no clue who Darth Vader is, who the Emperor is, who Luke Skywalker is, Princess Leia, Grand Moff Tarkin. She won't know any of those characters, but it'd be like, hey, you know what?
And she makes science fiction something else.
I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy
Go ahead.
making men uncomfortable.
Make my day.
They're going to give me a script, which, by the way, hasn't been written yet. I have to add that has not been completed at all. So they're going to do something like most Hollywood films do these days. They're going to bum rush it through production and then improvise on the fly as to whether it's going to be a good film or not. And that rarely ever happens. So on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy this cringe-tastic video today, make sure you leave a like below, smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and if I were you, and if you were me, and you want to see more thumbnails with big heaving bosoms on them because YouTube thinks they should be more family friendly, and I'm sorry YouTube, I'm going to double D and triple D down on those thumbnails because you know what? I've got people out there who really appreciate what I'm doing. And on that one, check me out, checking you out on the next video.